I want to share with you something that I think could genuinely change you and many other people's lives. So, before I share with you this lesson and this point, I want to tell a story that goes back to 2023. So, I don't exactly know when it was. I think it was probably somewhere between, I don't know, probably middle of 2023, somewhere between like May and August. At this time, I'd started to become a big Andrew Tate fan. And I still to this day think that overall he's benefited the world a lot, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about this one thing that I saw. So I was on YouTube, and I think I was actually doing a workout. I think it was probably early in the morning, and I was in my room doing a workout. And back in 2023, I used to share a room, or I shared a room until the end of last year. I shared a room with my brother. So growing up, me and my brother shared a room for like years. Now I have my own room because we moved house, but we used to share a room, and so there was about a 1.5 foot gap. Maybe about 2 feet. A 2 foot gap in between my bed and his bed. And so that was like the walkway from one side of the room to the other. So that was basically all the space we had, because with the desks were like at the end of the room, then we had the beds, and then it was just like the cupboards. So there wasn't much space, like floor space. But I remember I would get up at 5:30, 6 in the morning, and in the dark, as quietly as possible, for a while, I would just, on the floor, in the little like 2 foot gap, I would get down and do push-ups, sit-ups, crunches, like a whole workout. And I'd do that for 45 minutes or an hour every single day. I did this for like 6 months. Every single day. And I used to, sometimes I'd do like my own workout to sort of make it as I go, but a lot of the times I would watch like bodyweight workout videos on YouTube. So I'd watch like the HIIT cardio workouts, the high intensity interval training ones, just all sorts of different YouTube ones, 10, 20, 15 minute ones, over and over and over for like an hour every day. I remember as I'm doing this, I finished one of these 15-minute bodyweight workout videos, and so I get up and I have my headphones on. It's really dark. I think I would do these with like my torchlight on my phone shining, because I didn't want to wake up my brother, but I couldn't really go anywhere else because then I'd wake up others. So I was like, I have to do it here on the floor. So I'm there. I get up. I sit on my bed. It's probably 6:30 in the morning. It's still dark. Everyone else is still asleep, and I'm on my phone. I'm looking through my phone, and I start scrolling. And I see this video, and it's Andrew Tate, and he goes, I don't know, you might have seen this clip. A lot of people saw this clip because it went kind of viral. And it was him with like a coffee mug walking through his like, basically walking through like his house, but you could see like in the back like all of these cars and like his nice house. But he's walking through his house, and he's talking about how he can't become depressed because he doesn't believe in depression. But more than that, he is moving so fast, depression can't catch him. He gave the example of when a rocket is leaving the atmosphere and it's trying to launch into space, it doesn't slow down, it doesn't pause, it doesn't stop and then keep going because it loses momentum. You need the momentum. And he gave this point of like, if you are trying to break free, if you are trying to move so fast that depression can't catch you, that you have to win, all these sorts of good things, you can't stop, you have to build a momentum. But the one thing that really stuck with me from that video was speed. Speed, if you move so fast and work so hard that almost the situation around you doesn't affect you because your mind is constantly occupied, depression can't catch you. And this is the same the other way. If you're doing so little with your life, you're so bored, everything around you is like hyper, it's much more significant. If you're doing nothing with your life, if you don't play sports, talk to anyone, have any goals, have any missions, anything like this, you go to school, you come home, you go to your job and you come home. Maybe you don't have a job or school. Maybe you might be one of those people who's sort of left school, hasn't yet got a job, and you sort of just sit around. If you are the type of person who doesn't really do anything in their day, you are so bored, every little thing affects you. You stub your toe, you're mad for the rest of the day. For whatever it is, every little thing will affect you. And so, when you are moving so slow, nothing is happening, everything is affecting you. You're going to be sad, you're going to feel miserable. That little thing, oh no, my book fell off my desk, and you're going to get mad. Because, there's no food in the fridge, whatever it is, every little thing will affect you. When you're moving so slow, everything affects you because that's all you have is your environment around you. But, on the other hand, when you are working so hard, moving so fast, making such significant progress and building such significant momentum, your environment around you almost becomes, not like it's not there, but it will become much less significant in the way you feel, the way you think. My room, I'm currently sitting in my room. I have my desk, I've got my bed, I've got a bookshelf, right? My environment in this room doesn't overly affect me. If my desk is messy, it doesn't really affect me. My desk is clean right now. It's pretty clean. It doesn't change the way I feel. I'm not gonna go, oh, my desk is messy. No, or I'm not gonna go, oh, there's a pile of washing paper. These things don't affect me. If I go, oh, my shoes are wet still from yesterday, it doesn't affect me. These things, little things, only affect you when you have nothing bigger to worry about. You will always think about something. You're gonna do something. And if you're not going to go and act fast, work hard, if you're not going to be in the gym, if you're not going to be on your laptop working, if you're not going to be doing important things and doing hard things, you will be doing something. That's why so many people scroll continuously. Now, I personally used to scroll a lot, and I still do scroll. I still do probably scroll for half an hour a day on average, right? But the more that I work, the more that I'm constantly doing something. If I'm in the gym, then I'm on my laptop, then I'm doing push-ups, then I'm going for a walk, then I'm talking to that person, then I'm editing that video for my client, then I'm doing whatever it is. When I'm doing all these different things, my mind is occupied. I don't have time to scroll. And so the reason you scroll is because you're bored. The reason you play games all day is because you're bored. So when you have important things to do, when you have, maybe they don't exist super important. Is me posting these YouTube videos super important? Do I have to do this? No. But because I want to do this, because I have decided I'm gonna do this, I have things to do. If I didn't go to the gym, I didn't post videos, I didn't edit videos for my client who's just a friend about making videos for him, if I didn't do these things, then I'd probably scroll on my phone. I'd probably play video games. If I didn't have things to do, I'd probably still be playing Minecraft every day. I'd probably be playing Fortnite every day. But I have things to do. So, because I have things to do, 3 years ago I stopped playing video games and I've probably spent less than 12 hours playing games since then. Except for if I'm like in or going to school. That's the only time I play games. If I was like, not anymore, but like in like high school, you play like Google Snake or like the tower defense games or like 2048 or whatever, chess on the school laptops, you do that. Other than that, like actually in my own time, I've played less than probably 12 or 15 hours of games since June 2022. Little more than 3 years. I probably played games maybe 5 or 6 times. All for less than 2 or 3 hours since June of 2022, 3 years ago, because I have things to do. I must act, I must achieve my objectives. I have reasons to act. Right? I have goals I want to hit. I have tasks I want to do. I have people who are relying on me, not because it's a must, but because I said I would. I told my friend I'm going to make him 10 clips a week. I now have to act and make 10 clips a week. I told my viewers I'm going to post 2 times a day. Even though I've been sick for the last week, even though there was times where I could barely speak. No, not barely speak, but I couldn't speak properly because my nose was blocked, or I was really sick, or my throat really hurt. I still filmed videos. Right now I'm still sick, and I'm still filming videos, because I just have to, I have things to do. When you have things to do, you have such significant, in your eyes, such significant objectives to achieve. When there is things you just must do, you can't feel depressed. I haven't felt genuinely miserable more than maybe once or twice this entire year. Back in very early this year. For the last 6 months, I've been having a great time. Even though, yes, there's times where you feel sad. Yes, there's times where you feel bored. Yes, there's times where you think I'm broke, this sucks. The 3 a.m. type of like, depressed motivation type of vibe. But I haven't felt like genuinely like depressed for probably 6 months. Because I'm just working all the time. Every time I take a break, right? Back in June 2024, so last year, I took a break. I didn't really work out. I didn't post videos for an entire month. For like 37, 35 days, something like that. That was the most boring, sad, weird time of my life because I just didn't do anything. I stopped posting to YouTube. I stopped working out. And those are my 2 main things at the time. There goes all my goals. Okay, cool. You spend an hour a day working out. You spend 3 or 4 hours a day trying to focus on YouTube and improve and grow and edit. Okay, cool. You just now got 4 or 5 hours a day. You're doing nothing. What now? And you're like, well, I'm bored. And you're going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to scroll on my phone. I'm going to play games. I'm going to waste time. When you have things to do, you just can't be depressed. You can't be bored. You can't scroll on your phone. Now, are you going to feel amazing all the time? No. Life's still going to suck. Life sucks. That's life. Are you going to be super entertained all the time? No. Things are boring. Sitting here at my desk for 7 hours in one day because it's my day off and I have to get things done, that's boring sometimes. But I enjoy what I do. Because I just have to go. Life's like a game. I have so many goals to hit, so many objectives, so many metrics, so much work to do. I just keep going. Right? I get up at 3:30, 4 a.m. almost every single day of the week. Sometimes I sleep till 5. I've been sick recently, so I've been sleeping until 7 or 8 or whatever it was, 12 one day. But other than I'm saying all this, but I've been sick recently. But other than like before the last week, I was getting up at 4 or 5 a.m. every single day. The last 2 or 3 days I've been getting up at 4 a.m. every single day. Today I got up at like 3:45, right? I do things. I have things to do so I can't feel depressed. So when Andrew Tate, like 3 or 4 or 5, 6 years ago, came out and was like, I don't believe in depression, depression isn't real, and the whole world lost it, I was sort of like, well, I sort of don't really agree. But then I sort of started to agree, and then I started to not agree. But I agree. If you act so much, you work so hard, you go so fast, then you don't have time to think about these things. It is only when you stop, you are stagnant, you are not moving, you have no momentum, and you sit and go, well, you know that time when that thing happened and I'm really sad. No. That can't happen if you're moving so fast. So, work so hard, you can't feel depressed. Now, is this going to cure your mental health? No. Are you going to feel great all the time? No. Are you going to feel sad sometimes? Yes. That's life, okay? This is not a cure-all to everything. This is just if you have objectives to hit, if you have goals, if you have tasks to do, and if you are working hard, and if you are occupied and fulfilled, you will feel better. I feel amazing most of the time. Because I'm just working. I don't think I've thought about, am I happy? I don't base my actions off, am I happy? Very rarely. Maybe a couple times a month. Every time I go, try to decide, should I do something? It's because I go, okay, well, what do I need to do? If I'm sitting at my desk and I have a task to do, I'll go, okay, do I want to do this task? Well, it needs to be done, so I've got to do it. Okay, well, do I want to edit this video? Or do I want to go watch YouTube? Well, I have to edit the video, I want to get it out, so I'm going to edit the video. Okay, am I going to go to the gym? Well, it's not a do I feel like going to the gym, it's not a do I want to go to the gym, it's a how long's it been? Okay, I've been going to the gym every day for the last 3 days, I've got to go. It's not how do I feel, because that's how you fall into feeling sad and being depressed. It's what needs to be done, what am I going to do? Even if you don't need to. I don't need to post YouTube videos, I don't need to go to the gym, I don't need to do all this work, I don't need to get up at 4 AM every day, I don't need to do any of this. I'm 15. I don't need to go to work so I can invest money and save money and buy cameras. I don't need to do that. I really don't need to do most of what I do. But I do it anyway. Because 1, I'm going to feel amazing. 2, I'm going to become a better version of myself. I'm going to be more prepared for the world. I'm going to be stronger. I'm going to be mentally and physically stronger. But I'm also just have something to do. Otherwise, I'd be so bored. I'm the type of person I used to play Minecraft on my iPad for 6 hours a day. Every day. I would scroll on my phone for 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day. Because I had nothing to do. But now that I have something to do, I can just work endlessly. So, this has been a long one, and I have things to do, and it's almost 7 AM, I've got to get ready for school. But, have an amazing day. If you work so hard, move so fast, and have so many objectives to hit, your life will be way better. I guarantee you will have a much better quality of life. If you have a mission, you have reasons to achieve that mission, and you just always have something to do. Does this mean overwork yourself? No. But I'm going to let you figure out the common sense aspect of this. Have an amazing day. If you're interested in more videos like this, check out the rest of the content on this channel. If you're interested in vlogs, check out my vlog channel. I'll link in the channel description. And if you're interested in joining a community of young men who are chasing greatness, and young women, anyone who wants to achieve greatness, who is part of this generation, probably Gen Z, who knows? If you're really interested in becoming a better version of yourself, on a self-improvement journey and chasing greatness in any area of your life, check out the link in the channel description or in the video description for my paid school community, The Future Elite. Have an amazing day. See you tomorrow.